Our chakras, our energy centers running through our body. We've already talked about the hand chakras a little bit. We've talked about the solar plexus in the cord cutting. We've talked about the heart chakra. But I wanted to share this with you because I found that learning about and being aware of the chakras was such an important way for me to feel empowered as a sensitive, intuitive being, and for me not only to help myself, but for me to be aware of how I could perhaps help another. And this really simple way of understanding the chakras is something that you can do really easily sitting at your desk in 5 seconds, or you can take longer time. Now we're going to kind of do an in-between version of that because I want to introduce you to the chakras, but these are the main chakras that I would work with, particularly, as I said, if we're wanting to open up our intuitive ability. It's a beautiful way to feel more balance within each area of our body and to be able to trust how the guidance then is speaking to us in these different areas. Now, of course, everyone has different opinions about it. You don't have to see to have this experience. Again, you can really trust that with your intention, you might know or you might feel these chakras. I'm going to speak to you about the 8 main ones. There are many chakras, as I said, but we're going to be starting with the base chakra, or the root chakra as it's often known, right at the base of our spine. It is ruby red in colour. It is like a ruby shining jewel as a circle. I like to imagine it really grounding me to the earth. It is our connection with all the earthly physical life, our material needs. So you might like to just breathe out any tension in that area, and you might say something like, "It is safe for me to be here on the earth. I am safe, I am secure, all of my needs are met." And just breathe into that. You can ask the angels, of course, to help you. As I said before, that for me, being a highly intuitive, sensitive being, I've really needed to work on these lower chakras, and you might relate to that too. So moving up to the second chakra, our sacral chakra, is more to do with our desires, I would say. So where the base chakra is more about our survival and our safety here on the earth and our feeling really present here, the second chakra is more about our desire, and often therefore in an unhealthy way can be where we hold addiction. Of course, for us as women, it's very important because this is where our womb is, and even if we're male, obviously we all have creativity within us. It is our creative center, it's our center for sexuality, and again, as I said, our human feeling of being alive, having desires. It's not unhealthy to have desires, it just depends on how much we're attaching to those desires, and perhaps we may even feel really disconnected from what it is that we want. Again, I know for me, I had to do a lot of work there because it's all about being present in our body, in our sensuality, in our pleasure. So you might like to just imagine this beautiful orange center, this orange jewel, or literally like an orange shining within that center, about 4 inches above the base of your spine, and say something like that: "I trust my desires. I let go of anything that is unhealthy for me. I trust my creativity. I am a creative being." Whatever feels good for you in that area of your body. And of course, at particular times, you might feel guided to really connect to that in a particular way. It's a very powerful chakra, especially for us as women, very connected to that intuitive feeling ability that we all have as well. Okay, so moving up to the third chakra, our solar plexus. I often see this as the sunshiny chakra because it literally is the sunshine. It is bright yellow, very much connected to our power, which is love. So we can really feel a lot in this center, as we talked about with the cord cutting, because we often want or feel a sense of control or lack of control, but we can really breathe into this center and say, My power is love. I am powerful. If you're feeling a bit flat or lacking in confidence, this is also a beautiful chakra to connect with, because it is literally our chakra where we say, here I am, I am seen, I am heard. So this beautiful chakra here is our solar plexus, okay? So moving up to our heart center, our heart chakra, often, as I said, we'll see this as green or pink. So I like to imagine a beautiful pink rose blooming and blossoming as my heart chakra, whatever feels good for you. I do see this heart chakra as those two colours though. And this, of course, is connected to our giving and receiving love. And if we're in pain, if we're feeling sad, frustrated, let down, we have unforgiveness there, you know, it can feel pretty physically painful a lot of the time. And so just really imagining that beautiful rose, taking a deep breath and intending for it to blossom and bloom, perhaps seeing a light around this rose that is allowing that heart to blossom and grow. Again, remembering that we are love, so you might like to say, it is safe for me to give and receive love because love is who I am. And just breathing into that, really connecting to your heart chakra. You can ask the angels, of course, with this or any of your chakras, you can ask the angels to help you balance, just to let go of anything that doesn't serve you in each chakra. So moving up to the throat chakra, which is a pale blue sky colour, just like the sky is right now. We're here in England, so love that, so feeling that right now. I just love this weather. But the throat chakra is connected to our expression, of course, what we say, perhaps speaking our truth, but actually the throat chakra is connected to expression in all ways. So any kind of writing, any kind of experience where we've had with our expression. And that's why for me it's very connected to the sacral chakra, because the sacral chakra is where we have those desires, and then the throat chakra is where we express them. So I always feel a deep connection with those two areas of our body. And if you feel like that's a challenge for you to express yourself, to be authentically you, this is an area where you're going to want to work on. You can ask the angels again to help you, and you can say something like, it is safe for me to express myself in ways that bring me joy. It is safe for me to speak my truth. And just really feel that. Another beautiful way that I found that the throat chakra likes to open is to yawn, or to first of all pretend to yawn. Because you can literally feel the back of your throat open up. It's a great technique that we use for singing or speaking. But actually, I've often found that doing energy work, I yawn. And I feel that's not only because our energy is being woken up, but also we're feeling the shifts, we're feeling the release often in these different areas of our body. And yawning, just like coughing or clearing our throat, is often a way to do that. So don't be ashamed of yawning, particularly if you are doing this kind of meditation. Alright, so coming to the ear chakras, which actually don't always get kind of as much attention, I don't feel, as the other chakras, but they are really important, particularly when we're doing this kind of work and we're wanting to connect to our intuitive ability, including our clairaudience. This is often seen as ruby violet, so kind of a mixture of red and violet together. Of course, they are connected to our hearing on a really deep level. You can ask the angels to clear anything harsh, and these, I often feel like these get clogged because quite often there's a lot in the world that we don't want to hear. Maybe there's some difficult conversations you've had and we've shut down that area of our body because we don't want to hear what's being said. So you can say something like, it's safe for me to hear the truth. It's safe for me to hear love. I let go of anything harsh that I have heard. Okay, so you can use that to really visualize your ear chakras being rebalanced and bright and shiny. They're really a beautiful, beautiful color. Okay. So then going to the third eye, our clairvoyant center, our center that is often indigo in color, and very helpful to work with if we are wanting to open up that sense, if we want to be more clairvoyant, we want to really see as if we're expanding this beautiful chakra, opening it up. You may even see or experience it as an eye, and in which case, if you can see your third eye, you can really intend for it to be more open, or it might be just staring you right there when you're looking at it, and that is beautiful. That's a real sign that it is really open. There is a lot of fear around our seeing ability, around our clairvoyance. So you might like to say something like, it is safe for me to see. It is safe for me to see the truth. I am clairvoyant. And just allowing that beautiful indigo blue colour to be present as your third eye chakra, and just letting it expand in whatever way you feel comfortable there. It's beautiful colour. In fact, when I close my eyes right now, that's the colour I see. So, oh, beautiful. And then coming to the last chakra for now, there are many other chakras above here, but this is the last main chakra. It's our crown chakra, and it is often violet with sparkles of white. It is our connection to the divine, to divine love, to divine guidance, to divine wisdom. We are always connected to the divine love and guidance, aren't we? It's just whether or not we're paying attention. And sometimes I think that even just getting into fear can kind of mess with this chakra a little bit, because really the fact is always present for us. We're just not necessarily listening to it. So you might want to really focus on that beautiful jewel violet white sparkly crown chakra and say something like, it is safe for me to know the truth. I am connected to divine love, wisdom and guidance at all times. I listen, I trust. Okay. Beautiful. So these are your chakras. As I said, you can do this visualization very quickly, even just sitting in a chair or at your office or somewhere. You can take 5 seconds just to imagine those rainbow colors. Even for me, if I just connect to all those rainbow colors very quickly, it's a way for me to boost my energy if I'm feeling a bit tired, perhaps open my energy if I'm feeling a bit stuck or closed or procrastinating, and you can really use it to rebalance your parts of your body that aren't feeling so good right now. Like I said, for me, that's always been the lower chakras. And if you're somebody that's kind of struggling with the human part of your life, then definitely I would work there. If you're someone that feels like it's generally just needing to feel a bit clearer, that's beautiful too. Again, as I said, you can use the rainbow colors very quickly in your awareness, or you can really use this as a beautiful tool for meditation and self-care. So enjoy. These are your chakras.